In this video, we are going to present to you the drinking water source and quality in 4 different regions around the world.
Hi everyone, my name is MARIAM AMIR and I am from Delhi, India.
Hi everyone, I am GAYATHRI SIVARAMAN and I am from Malaysia.
Hi, I'm Ting from Sarawak, Malaysia.
Hello, I am MENGCHEN from Inner Mongolia, China.
This is Rejang River, the longest river in Malaysia. Here, I'm standing in the city center of Cebu, the largest town by the river. It is the primary source of drinking water for over 300,000 people living in Cebu district. Here you can see that the river water is yellowish brown in color. It is due to the excessive logging activities at upstream of the river. According to a report by Department of Environment Malaysia in 2015, the water quality index reported in this river is Class 2 and Class 3, which means slightly polluted. However, the water undergoes strict operation in water treatment plants in order to provide quality potable water that fulfills the national drinking water quality standards. Emperor fish, the most popular fish among the locals, can be found in this river. It can cost up to 1,000 ringgit per kilogram.
This is the kitchen of my house. Now, I'm going to prepare 4 types of drinking water for my families to test the difference.
Okay, so the first I will choose this water first.
可以拿第一杯喝。OK， 等一下喝，你看先观察。
Oh, this water is not very clear like boiled water.
应该会有。
So I will taste it.
没有嘞，没有，
什么味道都没有。
没有嘞，这是平常喝的开水的。
Oh, it tastes like the water that I rinse my mouth a little bitter. So for the smell, it have a little rusty. Yeah. Okay, this water is not very clear as well, but better.
没有嘞，也是白开水哦。
Okay, is no rusty and less bitter.
这我感觉好像都是一样的嘞。这个好像有点气味耶，讲不出什么气味。
It has no smell, natural.
可能啊，你水龙头你刚刚冲下来，你会有那个 chlorine 的味道。不过可能你放一段时间了，你感觉不到那个气味了。
就是过滤了，
懂吧？
没有那个气味了。
啊，过滤了就没有那个 chlorine 的味道。
This water is very clear.
也是很干净哦。
The taste have a little sweet, no bitter and not rusty.
怎么给我试好像没有分别啦？
For the smell is the same. A little sweet, no bitter and no rusty. It's very clear.
都很干净哦。
Oh, it tastes cooler. Yeah, have sweeter and a little coconut flavor.
Sama saja.
It has no smell. Yeah, just have a little coconut smell flavor.
In my house, we prefer to use the membrane filtration system to filter the raw tap water first before we boil it, so that we can feel it is clean and safe to drink. Although water treatment plant has treated Malaysian river water within a strict operation, because water pipe can contaminate it.
Hello, I am GAYATHRI and I am from Johor. So in this video, I'll be sharing about one of the water source in Johor and how it is being treated and provided to the public. So this picture is showing the Skudai river that is located in Johor, and it is one of the main river that act as a major water source for people in this state. So let me share about the process of treating the water from the Skudai river water in one of the water treatment plant in Johor. Firstly, the water intake of the Skudai river water to the treatment plant is occurring through a pipeline, and the water that get into the treatment plant will be stored in a storage tank, and the red arrow in this picture is pointing towards the location of the tank and the pipeline that is placed in underground of the treatment plant. For your information, basically the first step of a water treatment plant process is collection of water, which is also known as water intake from nearby river, lakes or reservoirs. So basically this video is showing the whole area of water intake process in the water treatment plant, and the Skudai river is located just beside this treatment plant. The next step of the treatment plant is coagulation and flocculation process, where coagulant will be added into the water to make smaller suspended particles bind together, and eventually they become larger and heavy clumps. Video and image of this step was not allowed to taken in the treatment plant due to some confidential purpose. So the third step of the treatment plant is sedimentation process, where removal of the larger clump particles will be carried out. As I mentioned before, the video and image of this step also was not allowed to taken due to some confidential purpose. This image is showing the fourth step of the treatment plant, which is filtration process. This water treatment plant particularly using sand filter to remove the finer residual particles, which are in size of up to 0.02 microns. So basically this video is showing the filtration tanks in the water treatment plant, and the clear water tank is placed underneath of these filtration tanks. The clear water tank is the final process of the treatment plant. So before the water reaches the clear water tank, it will pass through disinfection and biologically activated carbon process, as well as those with lime, ammonia, chlorine and fluoride. As I mentioned before, the video and image of these steps was also not allowed to record due to the treatment plant's confidential purpose. So lastly, from the source of water of Skudai river is treated well and reached to our home as a tap water to daily use.
I interviewed drinking water plants in nearby schools and residential areas. In this interview, I asked the manager about the source of water and the purification process of drinking water, and how to deal with the problems encountered. First of all, I learned that the water source is from groundwater and there is no industrial area nearby, so the water quality is better. There is a full analysis of raw water twice a year, including more than 40 tests. The water plant can guarantee the pure water rate of 63%. The raw water is filtered by quicksand, active carbon, and resin, and flows into nanofiltration treatment equipment. The nanofiltration automatic treatment equipment will automatically backwash and inform the water quality in real time. If the numerical value is abnormal, the laboratory personnel will take samples for testing to find out the problem. The machine will automatically adjust the running time according to the water level of a water storage tank. The whole factory has ultraviolet lamps for regular disinfection. Here the manager introduced to me how they can judge the abnormal water quality. There are 3 display screens on the machine: inlet conductivity, outlet conductivity, and pH value. If there is a big difference between one item and the previous value, it means something is wrong. The flow meters on the left and the right sides can also tell the staff whether the instrument fails. The backwashing water will be discharged into the municipal sewage pipe at the back. In this part, the manager told me that the drinking water will circulate in the pipeline to ensure good water quality. There will be ultraviolet lamps at the water outlet for disinfection, and there is an ozone sterilizer at the water return port to sterilize the tank body. Thank you for your watching.
Hi everyone, my name is MARIAM and I will be talking about the crucial role groundwater plays as a source of drinking water in both rural and urban areas of India. Today, India is the largest user of groundwater in the world. As per the estimates, it accounts for nearly 80% of the rural domestic water needs and almost 60 to 70% for irrigation. It is very important to educate ourselves on the groundwater system because not everyone in such areas has access to filter water or mineral water. Current statistics also shows that nearly 50% of the urban water supply comes from groundwater. India is on the threshold for a very serious groundwater crisis, which needs mitigation both in the fields and at the policy corridors of the country. As per 2016 data, around 5% of groundwater assessment units in the country is in a critical state and 12% is in semi-critical state due to overexploitation and contamination. So to know more about this groundwater system and how do we use it over here as a well, and also we have a hand pump over there so we can extract the groundwater for our daily use. So to help me in this project, I have taken a help from my friend in India, and she has sent me a video of the water hand pump, and as well as I interviewed her, asking her about the basic needs such as is the water quality tested, is it good to drink, and why is there no access to filter water, and what are the measures and mitigations that can be taken to protect the groundwater as well. So I will be sharing the screen for the video. So as you saw in the video, you have a handle in the pump where you can apply pressure, and the groundwater, it will be extracted from the underneath ground, and you can have access to water. That is one way. And other way, there are wells as well in a lot of houses, so you can have groundwater taken up from the well. And in the next clip, you will see that I'll be interviewing my friend. Her name is also Mariam, and she's back in India in a rural area in the state of Bihar, and it's in the northeastern side of India. So she will be telling us more about the usage of the groundwater. Hi, so can you tell me your name and what's your profession?
Hi, my name is Maryam, and right now I'm practicing as a psychologist.
Okay, so where are you currently staying, and what's your drinking water source over there?
Right now I'm currently staying in Bihar in India, and water source is hand pump. We use groundwater hand pump, and some people they also have filter. We have filter water also.
Okay, so you have an alternate option as well over there.
Yeah, we have an alternate option.
Okay, so that's good. So how do you know, okay, so when you're using groundwater, how do you know if the water is clean or if it is safe to drink?
Like for most houses who can afford it, like they have like a professional who comes and checks it. Some people who can't afford it, like obviously they have like, yeah, usually it's checked so we can know it's safe or not to drink.
Okay. So over there, like the pollution problems and then shortage of water also happens, right? Like is there electricity cut down, and then what happens? Like how do you have an alternate option? You use groundwater for it, or
so like,
using day-to-day basis use of water?
Yeah, so since it's a village area, like nobody buys electricity. We just use the one by the government. So like even the electricity, it comes like for a few hours a day. So not everyone can afford to use filter water, because obviously the tank will get empty and then you'll be stranded. So many of the people, they have hand pump, and they've been using it for like many years. Like grandparents, great grandparents. That's good. Obviously there's pollution and all that, but like a lot of them can't afford it to use in fields and all, but since it's checked, so it's fine.
Okay, so it's checked regularly, like for the water quality by the professionals, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's
Yes.
good. What's the mitigation measures or policies that should be applied over there in your area? What do you think so?
So like since people have, like I told you again, like there are a lot of people who can't obviously afford filter water, so they use hand pump, and also like many of them, they're not that well educated, right? So they think that since it's like deep underground, it's safe to drink.
So they don't
I think
get
government
checked by professionals at times.
Yeah. So they don't get it checked. They don't get it checked regularly. Okay. So I think like people should raise awareness about it, to get it checked regularly, and they should like the government should maybe help them get filter water and all that. Obviously,
right.
It'll also help them avoid diseases and all that. And obviously there are chemicals again. So like if there's filter water, there'll be like better health and all that.
True. Okay, well, thank you.
No problem.